that you guys can hear me pretty well. I hope that the sound's coming in good. What I want to do for this video, this is I guess you can call it fun mental facts about Columbia. Locations and areas that you may not have known were never been there and what have used to been there. So first part we're going to check out is the post office area within that neighborhood. Now, I'm 25 years old. I'm about to be 26 in the next several months, in the next 3 months. So I've practically been in Columbia my entire life, and I remember a lot of certain things, okay? But I want to do this video for the ones that may have not have known, that are new Columbia, or that have been there for a while, or people that may have forgotten, and over time things disappear from history and all that. So what we're looking at here, I want to start with this area right here. You see where the mouse is moving? There used to be 2 houses, and I used to go to Head Start. No, Head Start was not right there. It was actually within walking distance as I remember it. I don't know if the school is still there. However, there used to be 2 houses. On this side was a green and pink house, and on the other side was like a dark green and light green house. They're both very pretty. They're both really heavily decorated houses that were really nice. The pink and green house in this town, we used to have our own local TV station. News, weather, things that were broadcast. Shows, sometimes movies, music at that. I remember the bottom stairs was your technical area where all your engineering work, all the machinery, all the feedback, the things that you would need for that time. Your upstairs would have had, I think, like 2, maybe 3 different shooting studio areas, and like your green screen room for that. And the house next to it was a Columbia House Records where people could record music. So you had 2 studios, your upstairs studio and your downstairs studio, and of course all your engineering and stuff like that nature. So that was pretty cool. It sucks that this isn't there anymore, and I think that would have been really great for the kids nowadays to go see. So over here where you see the post office, Fred's, the dollar store, and whatever store that the grocery store is, this whole area right here once upon a time was never here. This actually used to be Woodland Park. Not Woodland Trailer Park, but how we have Morris County Park. How Woodland Park has their own park behind it. Well, this was what this was, and it was very big once. And the parents would take the kids, or sometimes if we were good during school, the teachers would take us over to the park to play at. And I remember being a lot nice once, and it sucks that it disappeared, and they built this over it and whatever else. The same time, it used to be a Pop Warner football field right there too, stadium. And a creepy fact is that before it was the park, it actually was a cemetery once too. So there you guys have that as well. Now, next thing that we're going to explore is Shoneys. Really. Now, what is so interesting about Shoneys, you ask? Okay, you guys are going to be surprised once we get there. It's the one over here on Carmack. I'll go ahead and highlight that and pop this up right here. Go ahead and get rid of that. Okay, so we're over here on Carmack, right? And go ahead and get the 3D Street View image for you guys. Okay, now before we begin with Shoneys, you guys know about the financial place right here. Before it was the financial place, it was a car lot and then a gas station, now the financial place. So I don't know how many guys may remember that. Now we know Shoneys is right here, but this wasn't even Shoneys before. This was never Shoneys. What this used to be was a 50 style gas station, not gas station, restaurant, my bad. It used to be a 50 style restaurant, and it was a bus station. So when by bus station I mean Greyhound bus, and they would have the bus station program here as well. I remember this because me and Mom used to go on the bus all the time and go up to Indiana to see my older sister. And then after that, it became Chili's. And then a bank as well. And now it was Shoneys. So after the bus part moved, I know where it moved to. And it's moved over near Kroger's, near the Nashville Highway or whatever. I wouldn't even call it Nashville Highway because it's not even going into Nashville. It's really more going into your Spring Hill area. And there's some good facts about that as well. So let's go ahead and get this pop up. So hopefully it would give us our street view image, 3D one. Okay, so ugly view. Let's scoot over. Okay, let's scoot over some more. Okay, so you see Kroger's right here. Kroger's wasn't Kroger's at the time, being I actually forgot what it used to be, and that was located in two different directions. You guys know where Planet Fitness and Ollie's is, right? Well, that was a totally Albertsons. It was Albertsons, okay. We had an Albertsons here once where Planet Fitness and Ollie's was. Well, over here was another Albertsons, right? But right here in this area would have been the new Greyhound bus station. And where this is at is where the buses used to be parked at. And you would get your program and inside and pay your ticket. Well, after the bus program left and it moved, the bus program itself moved towards the Quick Sacks over where 3D Financial is in that area. Or this is the only one with the small car wash that ain't even open anymore. That one over there. So I don't know if they still have it. Very rarely, and I mean very rarely, do I ever see a Greyhound bus pass through here. And like I said, we used to have that because this town used to be smaller back then. Well, then after that shut down, right here, it was some little restaurant. I don't know which one. And if I remember correctly, I think it was also a mechanic shop. I remember that. Yeah, it was a mechanic shop because we had our car repaired there several times. And then it turned into a school bus station for the school buses. So that was pretty interesting that changed over the time. Next would be we're gonna go over to the firehouse station. Share some facts about there. The one over on Garden Street. So let's go over here really quick and see what's going on with that. So I'm gonna go over here to Garden Street. Okay, there's the firehouse, but we're not going to look at the firehouse. We're going to look at this car lot over here. I know what you guys are saying. What's so interesting about the car lot? Simple. It was a place here once. Yeah, a real place, really. It was an actual place here. What this was, it was a pre-K, a Bible study, and a daycare. So I don't know how many of you guys went to that, or like a lot of people I remember are now gone. Another area I'm going to talk about, but I'm not going to show it on here because it won't let it really show. It's over by Riverside at where Riverside School is at. They had an old Army base bunker building there for basketball courts where we used to go out to take pictures at. And that park area over there, that park was never there. I remember that being trees. And some of the houses next to it, it was actually a small trailer park. I can see the playground is gone and a little river area looks blocked off now. So that's a little cool fact about something right there that you guys may not have known about. Like, so I'm not going to show it because it's a school. Okay, I'm not going to do that. All right, next on our last area is the Cloumbia Mall. And this is going to be the interesting one. Very interesting. This, I wanted to save the best for last. And this is what I'm going to do. During the Civil War times, and I'm going to get the creepy fun factor out the way first. There used to be a lot of death, and we were fighting for Spring Hill. And this area was a burial ground for Civil War fighters. It really was. A lot of people may not have known that. But let's get the fundamental fact out of the way that isn't creepy. You see this area right here, how it's shaped almost in like a heart, and you have a few of these neighborhoods right in this area, and some of these are, the structure of it has changed. I can't give a good really description of the area, how it was shaped. But I can tell you before the mall, this used to be one of the this is a theme park here. I can't remember the name of it at all. They have, it's named after that boat ferry ride somewhere in Nashville though, too. And it's also named after a mall. Opry Mills, that's the word I'm looking for. So it used to be one of the Opry Mills theme parks, and a water park too as well. So I remember going there as a child. I even have pictures to back this up. Really, I should dig them out and post them later on. So that was pretty awesome. I don't know how many of you guys may have knew that, but that used to be there. Then after that got torn down and they moved, they built the Cloumbia Mall. The Cloumbia Mall used to be way bigger than it is now. And as we all know, it's not a mall anymore. It's a cancer hospital. So now we ain't got a mall here in this town. And then we all know this was never Walmart or the parking lot at all. They have went to the school there. I don't know if